Okay. I'm gonna have to start over on this. This is a difficult energy to get out, y'all. Alright, we're gonna start over. Okay, this is a person that's very narcissistic, okay? And this person would rather see someone's downfall before they see happiness because all they see is their own suffering because they went down a really bad path, y'all. And it's a lover's situation that they went through this horrible path and they blame this other individual for their path that they took. And the thing is how can you blame somebody for what you did? That's what I don't understand about this energy. They chose every bit of this path. They chose to be with another energy. They chose money over love, and now they regret it and they want to take it back. They just want to take it back. You can't, some things can't be taken back. Oh Lord. Father is a narcissist projecting blame and lies. Alright, there's somebody that's a father in this energy, or a father figure that is projecting blame and lies. There's a father energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be your father, just a father in general. Maybe they're, I don't know, with a narcissistic community. Could be. It makes sense that it's coming across this way because this person projects a lot of things and gave up the one person they loved to make a bunch of people happy. Now they're unhappy, and some things cannot be taken back. That's. And then when I was on my dog walk yesterday, all I heard was in my head. It was crazy. There's no peace when you live in hell. There's no peace when you live in hell. That's what keeps coming in my head. There's no peace when you live in hell. So this person feels like they're living in hell now. And then we go. Trying to test the waters. Alright, they were trying to test the waters of a relationship. And when you test the waters, you want to see how far you can get away with something. That is what testing the waters means for any of you newcomers that maybe. And when this, you could test the waters with anything. When you're taking a bath, make sure the temperature's right. But they were trying to test the waters to see how much they can get away with from what I am when I examine this energy. And they did not expect what they got. They did not expect for someone to play along in the narcissist game. Did not. Single, high priestess, in rebel mode. I can't make this up. Somebody's single, and obviously they're single because they broke up with them, and they're in rebel mode. They just don't care. They went through self love. They stood up for themselves, and they said, you do you, I do me. That's what I hear in my head. You do you, I'll do me. And this person doesn't know how to sit well with his or her own self, but they are in this masculine energy. Oh, are they in this masculine energy? It could be a female, but there's no chakra, and it's such a masculine energy. It's crazy. Crazy. Alright, let's see. Tell me one more out of this pile, and then I'll put this over here. These are my little handmade cards. Dirty deals leave X in poverty. Alright. They was making dirty deals with somebody. It makes sense. It makes sense. Oh my god, doesn't it make sense, y'all? I'm going to do this a little bit of a different way. We're going to dissect each card. We're going to be trying to test the waters. We're going to ask Spirit to help us figure out what happened when they tried to test the waters. And then go through all these other cards. So, I'm going to push this over here so I have room to shuffle and put that there. Because that's what they're doing, trying to test the waters. And then I got these two decks that I pre-shuffled that I got here that I'm going to go back and forth with my tarot. Alright, we got here. First comes up, prosperity. They got prosperity, Ace of Pentacles. Alright, they were a promising venture or investment emerges, offering potential fair material gain. Prosperity. They were promised prosperity. Alright. I think I could finish these with these glasses. I'm going to say these little. I can't see these little tiny words, but I'll get through this reading, guys. I have to go see an eye doctor. Alright. Then we got melancholy. And this is emotional dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. Melancholy. Four Cups. Alright. Their blessings are being blocked from this trying to test the waters. Alright. Tell us more, Spirit. Please tell us more in this energy. Alright. Okay, this one's stuck out. Delays. 8 of Wands in reverse. And this is frustration, maybe moving or maybe mounting as things that don't upfold to qualify. So there's delays. We got delays here. They're upset because their blessings are delayed. Well, you gotta pay the piper. That's what I keep hearing. Gotta pay the piper. You got to pay the piper. No, I should bring like spirit glasses. Give me 1 second, guys. Last time I pressed pause, there was problems, so I'm just gonna walk over here and grab these. Okay, we're gonna go back to this. I got back to these glasses that I could see much better out of. I didn't want to. Last time, that's how I messed up. All the craziness came in. I had to text my brother back. Next thing I know, I was like, dang. I had to start over. Alright, this is what. So they got prosperity. They got emotional dissatisfaction and delays trying to test the waters. Doesn't seem like this was a venture that went well for them. Alright. Okay. 7 of Wands. Defending yourself, protection, staying your guard. Alright, somebody in this energy here had to defend themselves, literally. Wow. Yeah, we're going to go through each of these cards, so this is going to be a little bit of a long reading, guys. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it doesn't pay to be a narcissist. That's what's going in my head. Page of Pentacles. And this is in reverse, so they were ambitious and diligent, goal oriented in what they were doing to the collective, and loyal and faithful to their evil cause. And they planned it. These I'm taking as the blockages. This is what caused the blockages when these come in when I do my readings for when these come in here. This is what caused the blockage. This is how I perceive them. This because I'm high functional autistic, and the divine has been working with me on reading the cards, and I do see dead people, so my mother's been working with me also with my cards, and this is how I perceive it when I'm seeing both sides of the energy. All right, this person was perceived as a King of Cups, wise and devoted, balance between head and heart. But they turned. They just turned. That's all I kept hearing in my head. Why did you turn? You weren't supposed to turn. So they turned and things got ugly. I'm hearing in my head. Things got ugly when they turned. Then we got Knight of Swords. They were assertive and impatient, direct and daring, ambitious and motivated about their cause. That's how they moved. Wow. Alright, then we're going to do 4 more cards on this side. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, that one wanted to fly out. 3 of Cups. We'll just take it. It just kind of flew out there. 3 of Cups. Celebrations, friendships, reunions. Alright, they had celebrations and reunions and turned a bunch of people against this one person. I don't understand why anybody would do that, but I don't understand why people do bad things. So, I'm talking to that person. Alright, the moon was here, and it's upright, and it's taken out all illusions and hiddenness and confusion and secrets and uncertainty. The moon's taking it out. The moon is taking it out, all of this. Alright. Get more. I was told to get 2 more from this side. And this is just trying to test the waters, guys. That's all I got was for trying to test the waters. We got 3 more cards to clarify. 3 more to clarify. I mean, it's a really evil person, I'll tell you that. And more celebration. Oh my God, there was a special occasion calls for celebrations, bringing joyful energy to the home. 4 of Wands. We got 3 of Cups celebration, and then they celebrated. This King of Cups over here did more celebrations. How much celebrating do they do under someone's misery? I don't get it. Why would you celebrate someone's misery, guys? Just let them be. Let it be, and just shut your mouth and do what you need to do. That's what is going in my head. And oh my God, the Chariot's showing up. The Chariot, determination, success, and moving forward. They move forward with this, with all these people, and was enjoying it. Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. Alright, I'm going to try to ask. Gotta ask about these cards. Alright, so I got these. Of course, I got my situational cards, y'all. Alright. I got like 4 oracle decks over here. I try to be. Spirit tells me to be organized, and I am organized. Alright. And I'm trying to test the waters. They wanted someone to provide for them. The cow. Maybe old Bessie, whatever, you know how the cow gives the milk. They wanted someone to provide. That's why they wanted to test the waters there. Alright, and I'm gonna pull these cards down here so I can see them because I gotta clarify each set. The this is what the divine says has to be done in a reading. And they are very wise. They are very wise. I'm going to clarify with some of this, these cards with that, and move on. Well, the first row with that, and move on to the second. There's four, one, two, three. So these three, I'm going to take three decks and clarify this way. All right. Under prosperity of this situation, tell us about that, Spirit. Tell us about prosperity. Confidence. All right, to provide prosperity for themselves and their wicked scheme, they had confidence. They were peacocking. But they wanted this other person to provide financial stuff with them. That's why they did not want to get rid of them. This was what Spirit is telling me. Cash cow, the prize cow, they didn't want to get rid of the prize cow. They did not want to get rid of the prize cow. Maybe this was a good person and they didn't want to get rid of their meal ticket. This is what I'm getting. Alright, then we got Wheel of Fate under this under this emotional dissatisfaction over here. The Wheel of Fate came in and they got emotional dissatisfaction because they want to give it to the other person. That is what happened when they were testing the waters. Wow. Alright, let's ask again. Alright, tell us about the delays. I just actually mix all kinds of different cards, y'all. It's cheaper than having to buy a lot of cards. Sometimes Spirit likes to speak to you and have different answers, and sometimes you can take a lot of different decks and put them together. And then Spirit has more options in answering your questions. Alright, we got determination. They were determined to take down this poor person that did nothing to them but try to be nice to them. So the divine had to step in. And when I say the divine had to step in, the divine had to step in because this person he was on demon time. Oh my god. And you're ignoring them. This just came up here. I'm going to put up here for ignore. You are ignoring this person. Alright, we're just going to set this here. Set that there. You are ignoring them. That is what you're doing. I think I have another little stand. I have so many stands, y'all. Stands all over the place. Stand by your man. I think somebody wanted them to stand by them. Loretta Lynn, I think that is. Stand by your man. That is coming from. Could be this flirtatious energy that's there. Okay, you're ignoring them. So we're gonna put that here. Yeah, Loretta Lynn just not coming in my head. Stand by your man. Alright. I'm gonna put this other one here. Gotta make it look nice and pretty. How y'all doing? I hope you're enjoying this reading. I'm not a kind of reader that gets overly excited because I balance my energy, okay? Alright, tell me about Spirit, tell me about what are they doing? What is their main motive, what they're doing now that this collective is ignoring them? Please tell me. Bell. They got a call, warn, wake up, and a signal. They got a wake up call with somebody ignoring them. All right. There we go. The bell and ignore. Can't make that up, y'all. All right. And betrayal. Right there on the top of the deck with a bridge. The bridge to betrayal. As one wants to peek out there, stand by your man. This keeps coming over here. Stand by your man. Someone wants someone to stand by their man, and they are ignoring them, and they got a wake up call. All right, I'm just gonna shuffle down here, guys, because it looks so pretty. I don't want to make this not pretty here. And I'm gonna put all these cards in. I don't have nothing but time. I got the day off, and this helps relax me. I feel. I mean, I. This is my day off from work, so this is what I do, and I enjoy hanging out with y'all. All right, we got what lies beneath with the 7 of Wands, defending yourself. Why were you defending? I got sex shop on this one, y'all. There was sex shop that came out on the 7 of Wands, defending yourself. Maybe they thought it said you were a hoe or something. Or they were in the sex shop and said you were in the sex shop. Take it as it resonates. Alright. Now we got this Page of Pentacles in reverse. It didn't work because it's in the reverse. But they were trying to be ambitious and diligent and taking your ass down for I don't know what reason. I mean, we're going to find out what reason, but what reason they would want to doesn't make any sense that comes out of these cards because you're ignoring them and they got a wake up call. I mean, and there was a betrayal. It says right there when I asked. When I asked, there was literally a betrayal. I'm going to put this over there. Okay, there's a betrayal and a wake up call right here. And then here. And then this ignoring was destiny. So these 4 cards belong back here because this is what happened. And I don't see that you're upset. When I feel this energy, I feel like you're completely healed and you're kind of happy this person's gone, actually. I feel like you think it's a breath of fresh air. You just singing in the shower and enjoying your day. That's what I see. I don't see anything upsetting going on. I don't. But these are the energies, so we're just going to set them there. And now I'm going to ask. I'm not in a hurry with my readings, y'all, so if you do watch this, I would be grateful. I do have the healing journey, and it's the healing journey 444, the handle. And it's and it has me and my son and my grandson on there. It is. I'm going to figure out how to do the link on my bios and stuff with my new channel. I'm going to be working a lot on my new channel because I want to start that as my spiritual place, but I'm still going to give all the readings that I do over here. I feel it's only fair. Alright, under this Page of Pentacles where they were goal-oriented to take you down, I got I hate nothing about you. This person doesn't hate you, but they've done a lot of self-sabotage. Probably because you didn't come back. I don't think they hate you. And then here we got this situation's about to explode and then ghosted again. I feel like this other person kind of ghosted them or their feelings or whatever. Maybe, this energy will flip. And then under this King of Cups, it's wise and devoted to his cause of putting the balance between the hoes. I heard of the balance between the hoes. Check yourself. They need to check themselves. Maybe there's some kind of STD or something going around here. I don't know. There's something around here. There's the sex shop and check yourself, and I hate nothing about you. I think this person contracted some kind of, I hate to say it, some kind of sexually transmitted virus or whatever, disease. I mean, maybe they didn't use protection. I don't know. I feel they didn't use protection. I feel like there's more than one also. There was more than just this one person that was the rebound. This was kind of like their main hoe. Main hoe keeps coming out. Alright, under this Knight of Swords, where they're assertive and patient about coming towards you and doing the right thing, they were envious. There was envy. Whatever you're doing, they were envious of. Whatever. There's a lot of envy in this thing. I mean, they need to worry about themselves, honestly. I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta worry about yourself. Alright, we got that one and this one. I am being called to use this one. Some of them I have my Oracle timing decks in them and stuff, and I mix around on my cards, so the divine tells me what pile to use. Alright, tell me the ending conclusion on testing the waters. Tell me the ending energy on there. Now that all this is over and the towers have fallen. Can you tell me, Spirit, about the ending? So, the ending going on here. Calling it a phase. Minimization, escapism, self-deficient. Okay, they're trying to come back, say it's just a phase. Alright. This is what they're trying to do with this testing the waters. But there's more. There's more layers that we need to. There's more layers that need to be debunked here. This is a full reading, y'all. And they are coming in with baggage with this because they tested the waters. Are you truly healed enough for me to walk into your life today? Baggage. Somebody is an empath. An empath shall let your light shine on me. Oh, yeah. And then it's time to move forward. This happened in October, guys. I just cut the deck on my timing cards and got 2 timing cards bumped right under next to each other. It's time to move forward in October. This happened. Now it's time to move forward for you, collective. You're I keep talking this was about a narcissist, but that's the mirror. You're an empath. You mirrored whatever they gave you back. You're dangerous. And now you're living, and now the end result is the single life for you. I think you're enjoying it though. I'm empathic, guys, and I am enjoying the single life so much. Oh my god, am I enjoying the single life? The single life to me is so beautiful. Hell yeah, is it beautiful. I'm gonna keep these up. And this is still gonna go on, guys. It's probably gonna be almost a 2-hour reading. But this is the closing out of a legacy, I have to be told. That's what they say. Okay, this. I'm just sticking this behind here because we already clarified that card. And we don't want these cards to come back. We're done. We're done with those cards. And with these two. So. I don't know. Put this here. I'm going to put all these kind of here. Oh my lord. Okay. So cards and over there. But yeah, this Energy is very sad without you. Very sad. But you know what? I just feel you're happy. I feel you're just living your best life. I'm being told. I'm being told that you are living your best life. And so you should. I mean, why should you let one situation take you down? You know what I mean? If somebody wants to do the most for you, do the most to you, ignore them. I mean, the ignorer came right there, so this is why you're winning. I am proud of you. Keep ignoring this person. I mean, it happened in October. You're being told to just move forward. Alright, now, what are we going to clarify next? What do I want to clarify next? Alright, we got father is a narcissist projecting blame and lies. Let's dig deeper into that. Whatever that is, let's dig into that. That seems very toxic. So let's get that toxic going. Let's clarify this one and get that off the board about the daddy. Oh my god, if they say the daddy is Darth Vader, I don't know. I'm gonna bust out laughing. Maybe they're Anakin Skywalker or some shit. I don't know. You know, I could hope fun these guys. Alright, we got attachment. Alright. Death in reverse. You may be clinging to something that is already over. Release is overdue. Okay, there's some kind of attachment they have had as a child, as a daddy. Who's your daddy? Who's your man? The daddy is a narcissist. Oh, yes. The daddy is a narcissist. Alright. And then you are having a success and victory here over this narcissist because you're ignoring them. It says right here, you're ignoring them. I mean, you're ignoring them. That's good. That is good. Alright, and then we got the devil in reverse. They are, now they are obsessed with you. And they're still codependent, but not towards the person that they're with. They want to be with you, and this other person's not letting them mooch off them. I'm being told. He's not mooching. There's no mooching and smooching. I'm just in a mood. I don't know why I'm happy about this energy. Maybe you're happy. Then we got failure. Lack of confidence or public disapproval may arise, causing you to give up prematurely. And this is Six of Wands. Alright. That's why you went silent. And you're ignoring this person. Because right there, public disapproval was around you, but you gave up prematurely and just went silent and gave it to God. You just gave it to God. You said, you know what, God? You got this one. You got this one, God. I got you. You would like that song. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Now and this person is nostalgic and wants to manipulate you. There's nostalgia and manipulation in the air tonight. Wow. What's coming in the air tonight? Oh, Lord. Alright. Alright. There's an incomplete cycle with their new relationship. This is the world. Procrastinating, delays, or flawed planning make it difficult to finish what you started. They got an incomplete cycle because they were whatever lesson they were supposed to learn with you about. I'm getting reciprocity and just caring about people in general, how to treat people. They didn't do so. They got their lesson in another person, so they are in an incomplete cycle with that person, and there's an attachment to it. And then I think honestly it goes deeper to this is their dad. Since their dad is a narcissist and he grew up thinking this is okay, they didn't learn the lesson from their dad, so they got the same attachment from they got from their dad, and it's an incomplete cycle. I don't think it has to do so much. I think since it was childhood related, that's why we're seeing that. Yeah. But justice is here. Justice is here for you with the 6 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, sometimes don't don't the underdog. Don't doubt the underdog. Don't doubt the underdog. I used to do a lot of gambling when I was younger. Got justice again. I'm just flipping the cards and moving this one. We got 5 of Swords to justice. They were doing a lot of aggression and disputes, bullying and stress, conflict and arguments. And now we got justice 11. 11 could be sequences or 555 guys. And justice is consequences, karma, and law and integrity. That's what we got. Yeah, we got justice to this devil energy. And with them pretty much causing you delays and giving you public humiliation, there came a 5 of Swords to them. Well, they created it and it returned back to them with this justice. I mean, justice is out here twice, guys. Yeah, this is crazy how much justice is down here. At least they switch over this other deck. Okay. Yeah, tell us what else is going on. I got naivety, which is naive, which is escaping into fantasy may be tempting, but it's time to grow in your emotions. To limitation, to legacy. Damn. Okay, then we got liberation to limitation, 8 of Swords, and we got Page of Cups in reverse. Trapped by negative thoughts, you feel powerless to change your circumstances, 8 of Swords. And then legacy, 10 of Pentacles, a foundation of sustainable worth is being established, supporting generations to come. All right, this all three came together, guys. All of this just decided to come together under all these justices. So I'm going to put legacy, limitation, and you were once innocent and now you're not, pretty much. All right. Now, while we delve into this, I'm going to take a step and we'll clarify each card through here. Yeah, this is a heavy read. I knew it was going to be long. This is why I make coffee, y'all. Yeah, I guess if it's in the family like that, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Alright, I'm flipping these when I flip them where some's up and some's down. So I know what energy. Please guide me to the right card, Spirit, about the situation to clarify all of this. Alright. Alright. We got caution with attachment. Alright. Caution, and I got sex only. Either you or your partners only want sex, accept that, it's okay, or reach for more. They wanted sex only in whatever this attachment was because of fatherly issues, and he apparently was a narcissist. So, I guess the clarification is to know what this is. Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. All right, love is the only answer. You got to work on being independent, which it seems like you are over here. It really does seem like you are. So, yeah, it does seems like, I mean, being alone is not that bad, y'all. Private relationship, right here. I'm sorry, I didn't put it there. There was a private relationship in the mist, and it was sex only. And we seen sex shop when we clarified the other card. I can't make this up, y'all. Let me see what card comes to the top when I do this, because I just kind of let the cards do their own thing. They got a mind of their own. They got stuff going on all their own. In their feelings. Now they're in their feelings, okay? Because they were in a sex only relationship trying to make a hoe a housewife. Oh my god, I don't know why they had to come up. I don't be trying to talk like that, but apparently somebody talks like that in this mist here. And they're telling me to finish out the close out here before we get to the other one. And this here. And ghosted again comes up. This person pretty much ghosted them in this relationship. They are living at a residence together with this person that was sex only. I tell you that there's no love there. Spirit is telling me there's absolutely no love there. If you're worried that there is love, there absolutely is not love where they're at. And you were the love of their life. And they have obviously these wounds from their dad that we clarified. And I guess this is a tall tale is whatever was done to you when you're a child, learn from your mistakes from your parents. Try not to mimic everything your parents do. I mean, I'm not saying that parents aren't good people. Yes, I love my parents very much. My parents are both deceased, but I love my parents very much. But we all make our own mistakes, I guess, is what I'm saying. So, alright, now we have Dirty Deals, Leave X in Poverty, Single High Priestess, Rebel Mode. What do we want to go with first, Collective? What do we want to go with first? Whew. Alright, we're going to go with the Dirty Deals, Leave X in Poverty first. We're going to finish out the X, then go to you. That's what I want to find out about you. I don't want to know about him. I don't want to know about this person that much like that. No offense, Collective. Your energy is much more juicy. It's juicy and good, your energy. Alright, this person, we got Two of Pentacles. Balancing resources. And they have to adapt to having change. I heard change. Okay, I'm just being silly now. Okay, Two Pentacles down there. Let's see what else comes up for them. I don't know if you guys seen the South Park episode where they were poking fun at homeless people. I know it's a terrible thing to watch sometimes, but it's funny. But anyways, I mean, not that I'm against. I mean, anybody could be homeless anytime. I get it, guys. But they all turn to zombies and they go, change, change. And they were just acting like they were like the living dead, and you give them a quarter, and it'd be, this is what comes to my head. Now they're begging for a quarter. All right, we got Ten of Pentacles. They were family and legacy, inheritance, and higher commitment. All right, we got the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. They started at the Ten of Pentacles. I'm being told their partner had money. They married for money. They married for money, folks. One had Ten of Pentacles and one had Two of Pentacles. But they didn't realize that this person that they were with, literally, they lied to them and said they had stuff, and they didn't. And then we got resilience and anxiety right here. Alright, we got Nine of Wands. The battle isn't over, but you already proven you have what it takes to endure. Okay, they're being resilient, trying to prove that they're a good man and try to do whatever they can for the new person because they gotta have a place to live, I heard in my head. Then we have Nine of Swords. Fear, shame, or regret may be spiraling, but not everything you're imagining is real. Are they gonna have an anxiety, which means they're feeling guilty? Guilt is just eating them alive, what I'm being told in my head. With these dirty deals, we gotta find out what these dirty deals. We already had sex shop, and I swear somebody has an STD in this. If it's, I mean, hopefully it's curable. I don't wanna curse anybody with anything bad, guys, but hopefully it's curable for them. I don't know. Hopefully. Alright, this is flipping out. Withdrawal. We got Three of Cups. Superficial connections no longer fulfill, discern who really belongs in your life. Three of Clubs in reverse. Okay. These connections, they're probably not nice. And sometimes people that have a lot of money like that, sometimes they're not nice, is what I'm saying. They're not nice sometimes. When you're not nice, sometimes it's not good because it creates a lot of hostility, guys. Alright, and then we got Three of Swords. They're getting Three of Swords. Heartbreak and pain, separation, grief, and sorrow and trauma. This is what they're receiving because that's what they gave to you. And then we have Seven of Swords. Avoiding. People are hiding and avoiding them, lying to them and tricking them. And they're deceiving them and they're being cunning about it. That is what's going on. And there's a High Priestess in reverse. There's somebody with divinity over here. When I say divinity, it could be with the church too. But they have hidden knowledge, intuition, and mystery. They could be a dark high priestess. They could be going to a church and be of the light. It could be a lot of things, but there's a high priestess here that's given them all of it. They could be using their words. It don't have to be dark magic, but what is magic, guys? Oh my god, it went in reverse anyways after it fell. What is magic anyways but a play of words? And there's hopelessness right in this energy. And it says, even when the odds seem stacked against you, don't be afraid to dream again. Alright. This person they're making them hopeless. They're providing hopelessness for this person. I'm putting this right under the Dark Priestess. I want to say Dark Priestess because they're very cunning with their words in a way that's really messed up. Really messed up. And this is what your person's dealing with, but rightfully so. Look what they did. They're doing all this to you. They literally replaced you, and then they, on top of that, it's not so much they replaced you, they attacked you for no damn reason. I'm told to take this deck for this here. Alright. Okay. These have different cards. These have a lot of different cards, so let me see here. I literally have all these kind of different cards together because Spirit wants all kinds of different kinds of answers, guys. Alright. Alright. Alright, under this Two of Pentacles, we got body wisdom. Listen to your body's subtle clues. It holds answers you seek. Alright. We got body wisdom. You know, I want to take that as an intuition card. Somebody was very intuitive when they were in the Two of Pentacles. When they were in the Two of Pentacles, they knew this was going to reverse, is what I'm being told by Spirit. Alright. And then under this Ten of Pentacles, this is funny. Gloating came up. I'm always excited to talk about you to my friends. Gloating. They're gloating and making fun of you. I'm taking this as a gossip card. You know, maybe they were at first, but I feel like it was in a negative way. I don't feel like that was in a good way. So let's just. They were gloating about all of their evil intentions. And it says, I feel so happy with you. Okay, this came in reverse, guys. And this is under resilience. They don't feel happy with you. Whatever they're trying to tell you, they do not feel happy with you at all. I'm being told it all. I'm being told do not trust this person if they were the last person on earth. That is what's being told to me through Spirit. If you listen in, please. Alright, then under this anxiety, there's attention. And it's reverse. I'm not really into you, but I like the attention that you give me attention. That's in reverse because you're not giving them attention. Let's see here. But this was in reverse, so they're having anxiety because you're not giving them attention. That is the energy. Alright. Tell us more, Spirit, about this withdrawal. With now that they're not comfortable around their fancy friends no more. I don't really see you in a romantic way invisible. Okay, they don't see this person that's upright. They do not see this person in a romantic way. And this is invisible. They feel invisible with them, and they do not feel. They do not see them in a romantic way. Alright, tell us about Three of Swords. Spirit, tell me about Three of Swords. Yes, tell me about Three of Swords. Okay. Serendipity. And this is upside down, guys. I'm just reading this for you. I'm going to show you the card, but it came upside down. I feel like we are in each other's lives for a reason. Serendipity. Alright, they are in the Three of Swords with this other person because they don't feel like they're in each other's lives for a reason. And they do not feel serendipity with whoever they left you with. They do not. These are just what I'm getting. And I have all kinds of cards in here, and it's those cards that are coming up. So. Alright, and then a higher self came up in reverse over here because I need 3. Alright. Tell me about this Seven of Swords, Spirit. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. This is in reverse. They did not lead from their soul. Okay, this was right here. This was in reverse. Okay, they did not. That's why all this is happening. Alright, and now I'm gonna clarify hopelessness too up here. Alright, tell me, Spirit, about the High Priestess in reverse. This is, I guess, the main player that we all want to know about. Tell us about the High Priestess in reverse, please. Alright. Alright. Alright, we got ask for help in reverse. Okay, this is ask for help, and it came in reverse. Alright. So this high priestess they're with that they have no feelings for does not want them to ask for help. Let's ask about this hopeless card. What about the hopelessness energy that they want to keep whoever this is in? And this is your story. This is your story. It's not going good for them. Alright, they're the hopelessness. We got listen within. The answers lie within. Listen to your intuition's quiet voice. Alright, they don't want to ask for help, but they got to listen within, and they absolutely have not, because it's went far. This negativity has went far. And I do mean far. What's the end result of this? Please tell me the end result of this energy. Please tell me the end result of this energy. Alright, we got it. Return to nature. Alright. They're going to be separated, and I don't know, Source is going to try to help them, but they are going to have to return to the basics. Give up everything and start all over. That's what I'm being told. They're going to have to give up everything, the money, everything, and start all over. And there is so much that we can learn from each other. They got to expand. They got to find people and expand and learn from other people of how to be a better person. From these dirty deals. Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. Okay, I don't know. I'm just playing, y'all. This is my fun time. Then we got lighten up. Alright, and then they have to lighten up, expand, and return to basics. That is what's going to happen with these dirty lies. Dealing with dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. Okay, this is what happens when you wake up and you realize you're not babysitting. You're going, ooh, I don't got babysit today. What is going on? I got a whole day of I don't have to worry about him. Oh my god. You know, I know that I'm always over here talking about Lance, but he watches these videos for learning, okay? And there's always this one he watches, and it has this duck. Oh no, it's a bird. And he's always watching this bird, and they're opening up eggs, right? So I'm trying to tell him, oh, you should say that word. He's two. And he started saying eggs. He got my whole carton of eggs out, mind you. My son goes to me, this is funny as hell. He goes, I think we got a ghost out there. Somebody was growling out in the living room and yada yada. And my dog was out there. I was like, no, I'm sure there wasn't. There's no evil in this house. I got four crosses up. And anyways, it's so funny. We look and there's these eggs, and he dropped these eggs because of this damn his cartoons. I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm looking, and then my dog's throwing up, Chong's throwing up, and it was eating the raw eggs. So I had all the cleanup, all this stuff, and I go, the only spirit in here was your son dropping eggs everywhere, and Chong decided to eat them. And every time he sees it, like they'll say M, and then out of this egg something, somebody, a word with M will come. But yeah, single, high priestess, and rebel mode. I can't wait to open up your energy. That other energy is just so icky. It really was icky. I didn't like it that much, y'all. I did not like that energy. Uh-uh. Your energy is so much happier than that one. Yeah. You have a happy energy. But yeah, it was hilarious. And then my son's like, well, I guess you're right. I was like, I know I'm right. I was so damn good thing, and the thing is his mother's always has him watch Bluey and all this crap, and I said, Bluey Chewy. I was like, what the hell's he learning from Bluey? So I come in, and this crazy bird that teaches you how to talk is the thing that wins the day. He literally wakes up wanting to see this bird, and then he learns these words. Bird's the word. All right, we got 10 of cups, and this came in reverse. This is what they made you feel like it caused disharmony. That's why you became a rebel. Okay. What is this 10 of cups? But they actually have the 10 of cups in reverse now, so you good. You are good, good. And then we got 8 of cups. Alright, there's 8 of cups here. You're walking away. You walked away from a situation. 8 of cups. And then we got you have nostalgia, but you're generous. So you have cherished moments resurface, but you take it in stride. But you're very generous. When the flow of giving and receiving is healthy, everyone thrives. But you look at the past in a positive way, which is good through this whole situation. And there is nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, there is nothing wrong with that. That is really a beautiful thing for that to happen because honestly, I mean, why be nasty about it? Why do anything in that bad thing? You know, it is what it is. And then you got disagreement. Okay, 5 of Wands. There were misunderstandings that led to heated debates over this 10 of Cups here. Right here, this disagreements just happened. And it was because of an emperor. You walked away from an emperor, a divine masculine or divine feminine. There was an emperor energy. You just had to walk away from them. That's it. And then generosity, we got 9 of Pentacles. Generosity and charity, support and sharing, giving and receiving, and fairness and gratitude. That's what you have. You kept your heart chakras open. But you walked away from this situation with an open heart. And there was death to this situation. I'm not saying an actual death. I'm just saying an ending. Okay, guys? I don't want you getting sad and stuff. It's transformation, endings, and change, and transition and relief. 13. 13, 13, you could be seeing. You moved on. You had nostalgia, and this comes right under nostalgia. That's why you're having nostalgia, because you walked away, and from nostalgia, there's death. So this whole situation left with leaving you the other person that got used. You just didn't know what to do with your life. I get it. Oh my God, I get it. Life just sucks sometimes, y'all. It really does. I'm just shuffling these things around because I am the worst shuffler. Alright, so this is what I do. I kind of throw it in my lap and keep shuffling. Alright, we got Ace of Wands, blockage. All of these things they had caused a blockage. Ace of Wands in reverse for you. You had blockages from all the stuff the Emperor was putting on you. And this is why you're a rebel without a cause here. You're a rebel with a cause. You're not without a cause. I'm sorry. Spirit's saying you got a damn good cause. That's what Spirit's telling me. Your cause was pretty damn good. Alright. I'm just moving this around in my lap. It caused confusion. High Priestess in reverse. When inner guidance feels blocked, it's easy to lose touch with your inner spiritual center. This emperor caused confusion in your life, but you moved past it. Then you got the king. You moved out. You came on as a king of wands over here with this generosity, leadership and visions, bold and daring, big ego and optimism. Ego is not bad as long as you could check it and use it for good stuff, like to have for self confidence and stuff, but not to step on other people. You don't want to step on other people. And you didn't. I mean, you absolutely did not step on anybody. I'm being told. And then under death, we have judgment, awakening, reckoning, reflection, and return. A judgment was put on all this stuff from your past so you can move forward. I mean, that's all there is. Here, and then we got here closing out the Hierophant. You've learned something. Maybe you're going to school or you learned a craft. You turned into a Hierophant. Tradition, higher learning, and beliefs. You're being represented as a Hierophant now. I'm gonna put that up there. Give me another card. All right. There's still manipulation in your the hair. If there is still manipulation here, there's unreal, but it's not from you. It's from the Emperor because this is under the Emperor here, and this is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Unrealistic expectations or false promises can lead to disappointment in love. Do not go back to this person because they still would like to do some horrible things to you. They really would rather. They would rather cause you discord, from what I'm getting. And then we got Two of Swords, and this talks about being stale and stuck in denial, difficult choices. And now that this came in reverse for you, you are not at a crossroads. You are not stuck, and you are not in denial. I don't know. Your energy comes out really nice. It truly does. This other person's energy comes in looking horrible. It really does. And we're on our last clarification card for this reading, and we got an hour in, so we're doing good. Alright. Alright, tell us, Holy Spirit, what is going on? What happened with all this stuff to the poor Hierophant here? Because you're being represented as a Hierophant. Whatever happened, miles apart. Even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance is never easy, but it's not impossible. You feel like you're miles apart from something. Maybe I feel like some of you, it's a lover. Some of you, it could just mean the way you wanted your life, the way you wanted things. And then we got Bugaboo. Alright, this third party that entered the room was a big bugaboo in your guys' relationship. That is coming up. And they're still there. They're still there. And then love lessons we got here for you. Don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. You got this here. Love lessons. Love lessons on a bugaboo with a long distance, or just could be somebody that feels like they're miles apart. If you feel like you're miles apart, you could be in the same house and feel miles apart, is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Alright, then we got boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. You're going to have to hold your boundaries in this situation. They might be coming back trying to do a lot of different stuff, but you're being told to hold your boundaries. Spiritually woke. See, there's not one negative card coming for you. Not one. This is why This is why I love spirit. All right, then we have spiritually woke, self awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. You're spiritually woke. The ego you have is that you could be successful, and that's not a bad ego. That's what gives you your self confidence. You have healthy ego, what they call it. And this person body shamed you, but it's not affecting you because it's in the. I'm taking this in the reverse here. You feel unattractive and work on accepting yourself and flaws. You felt this person's body shaming got you, but it's not bothering you. It's in the reverse, so they're being body shamed. Even if you were overweight and they're not, maybe they're saying that they're not attractive, but they're getting body shamed because you put up boundaries and they try to body shame you. So, I'm really glad this worked out. And like I said, this person had a wake up call from a betrayal, a breakup, divorce, or infidelity. Okay, that's on this side of the woods. Then you ignored them and you focused, detoxed, overlooked. Self love, however you want to say it. And then destiny came in, responsibility rode, and the destiny came to bring you in down your path because you ignored this person. So I'm gonna leave this here. This is you, and this is them. And have a wonderful day. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I don't even know how I'm gonna label this. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But yeah, see me on the healing journey. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna put this over. I just clarified with a selfie over at the healing journey. I literally was over there and clarified everything with my selfie. They said to stay within community guidelines. This is going to be my more spiritual page, but I'm always going to put things over Chong the dog because it's my main page. I feel like it was the main page that I started my spiritual awakening with, that has a strong past, and I feel very, I don't know, connected to that channel because it had to do with me and my dog and my innocence. But I have stepped into a different awakening, and the new channel represents more me of me. But Chong the dog is more of all the experiences I have with me and my dog, because my dog did help me through my whole spiritual awakening, and it was my dog that helped me. So I do want to help these dogs still. So I am going to keep Chong the dog going. But all my dog walks and stuff that I do outside are only going to Chong the dog because it doesn't make sense to put it on the healing journey. So I'm going to be working a lot over there, and then you'll see my dog walks over there and on my Snapchat, which also is Chong the dog. I'm Chong the dog on Snapchat, and I'm on my spotlight, and I actually did well in my spotlight. And they say you can make money over on Snapchat, and for some reason they like me better on Snapchat than they ever did on Facebook. Even though I had 6,000 followers, somehow they never paid me, and there was always something crazy going on. So I let it go. But Snapchat, for some reason, is popping up, and that is the one thing I didn't think ever was going to go anywhere, but somehow it is. So my dog walks will be on Snapchat and over here on Chong the dog, but it's not going to the Healing Journey channel at all. But you'll see me, my son, and my grandson, and then my photography that I do. The backdraft of my banner is the photography that I have used outside. And once I get settled in my new house, I'm going to start, and I get my money settled more, I'm going to start getting another camera and stuff and doing photography again because I really love photography. So I just got to get this whole moving settled, and then the photography's coming back, guys. But that's my picture. because I just like that certain rock in the there. We might actually go today down the park. I gotta see how hot it is. So, but yeah, and I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna put dirty deals. I'm gonna put dirty deal. I might call this dirty deals because it is a betrayal, is a dirty deal. So I love y'all, and I hope to see you on the healing journey. I do, but I'm gonna still all the videos from the healing journey will be over here. It's gonna be more Tara. So if that's your kind of your vibe, you'll like the other channel. And then once I get 50 videos, I could start doing live over there, which I will. I'm gonna do like oracle readings, like live oracle readings and stuff over on the healing journey. That's kind of what I did because I think the vibes from that won't work over here. And that's how I'm having problems. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I love y'all. Like I said, I keep saying that, but and then I'm gonna go listen to YouTube and start supporting the esoteric community. And I'll see you later.